Hey boys and girls, it's Nightstalker here. Welcome along today to Wolf Fort Siege. Check it out. Today we're going to take in some Ironcap Gunners because I'm planning to do a little guide on them. So I'm using them a lot lately and they're pretty fun. The Fortebraccio Pikemen, of course, for those masses of cavalry that will be in the open area around the sea point. We're going to take some stalwarts as a shield wall with teeth for the end point, hopefully, because that'll be absolutely fantastic for keeping our teams ranged alive. You tend to get a lot of range tucked in on the left and right of that right-hand stairway. So hopefully we can protect them really well, especially against the lighter cavalry. And of course, we've got our our Black Dragon Spearmen. Because again, a fairly decent shield unit at only 100 or 110 leadership, and they have a self heal and things like that, and they have a wall formation. So actually, for as far as cheap shield units go, they're fantastic, and I love them. Anyway, we're going to start in with the Ironcap Gunners. We're going to tell the gunners to come along here and push the siege ramp, and hopefully that will elicit a response from our fun enemies. So major plan here is, of course, on the Wolf Fort Siege, you want to try and capture that bridge and get across as quickly as possible so that they don't blow it up, because capturing B is fairly easy if they don't knock that bridge down, but if they do, you've got to go the long way, especially if they then knock down the wall next to the left-hand siege tower. Oh look! Delicious tasty cav, and I like seeing that because today I'm running a damage setup for my longsword with mostly strength and agility, so we should be able to kill at least a couple of these before they get away. Pow pow pow, can we get another one? Dead. There's some people creeping up behind me. Here we go. And I'm not going to fight a short sword and some berserkers, that doesn't seem good. However, we do have some guns here to shoot the cavalry, so let's see what happens when they're fighting Azaps. This was not a good decision by this player. He went for the early cavalry rush. He should have actually seen at that point that it wasn't very good odds and run away and swap them out, but he chose to press the attack, and now we've got 12 cavalry kills, and I'm sure the Azaps cleaned up the rest of the unit. Azaps, come back, we need you, because when we knock down, oh good, they got him. When we knock down this gate, there's some berserkers behind it. we haven't forgotten about them. Knock knock, let us in. We would like to tell you about our Lord and Saviour Longsword. It's like the J-dubs of the, what's going on here? B's been captured already, so that's fantastic. So at least one or two of our guys pushed in, got all the way up to B while we were mucking around with that cavalry and door. I should have been more map aware, but actually this worked out okay. Between us and the Azaps, we deleted a 200 and, what are the armigers slash, what are they, like 260, 270 leadership? Anyway, we deleted them with 145 leadership guns. Smaller aid from the Azaps. Let's get up here and help push onto B. They sort of overextended without us there. Let's say, oh. No, you don't. Get off your horse. You're not getting away. How did he die? There was nobody next to him. And we'll just put some gunners here, and oh my goodness, there's those berserkers. Makes sense, I guess. We'll just pop them here. Let's see what we can look at. Nobody's coming down. Okay. Those two that ran past me should be dead, and we'll just try and hack these ones down. Half health in there. No, no, it's a spear. No. What are you doing, step spear? Oh no. That was a bit silly, running into a unit of berserkers and then getting stomped on by a spear. Well done to that player. He had me where he wanted me and took advantage of me. ... But yeah, that was just a silly move. I was trying to just hold the berserkers off from the gunners. Life be like that. We have managed to capture B anyway. And props to our team, who already completely overran A and are now putting pressure on the central area. When we respawn, what do we got going on? Probably here and some Fortebraccios now that we're in the central, because there will be some cavalry. You can bet your patootie on it. We got supporting us. Nothing special. We might just have to wait here for a little bit till some more teammates respawn and catch up. As predicted, lots of cavalry. Ooh, can we catch a couple? Ah, you stole my horse kill. Never mind. I want to eat these shields. Laos, let's go. They can take the heat while we do away with the rest of them. And we're not going to go into brace, we're going to go into open formation so that we can do more damage, basically. Excuse me, sir, get away from my pikes. Give him minus 15% to his armor value, and we're going to kick him to death, because short swords really rely on that. Oh, delicious cavalry. Oh, cavalry murders. How many of our kills are cavalry at the moment? About half? And we're not going to stand in a firing zone for falconetti gunners. That doesn't make any sense whatsoever. So we're going to push on to the supply point here. There's a lot of people hanging out between C and the supply point. One of our team is cheekily capturing it, which will put pressure on them to keep people around there. Those cavalry are not going to advance on us, there's no way. And what are we really going to do? Yeah, I agree with that statement. We're definitely going to have to go and capture the supply point, but I'm incredibly vulnerable here by myself. I'm not really attacking him, I'm just forcing him away, so he just can't do whatever he wants. If we go around there, we're going to get killed pretty quick, mostly because of the hero CC. But there's some delicious cavalry here. Well, there was some delicious cavalry here. That was light cavalry. I don't know why he wasted his pike advance on it. He's now not going to have the pike advance for the push onto the supply point. So probably wasn't the greatest decision, but I can understand why that player made that decision. He or she definitely wanted some dead cavalry, and that's what Imperial pikes are all about after all. Now we've got some stalwarts here, so we're going to have to try and trigger a change in the standoff somehow. And I think we'll do that by destroying all of their DPS units. Ow! Bloody crossbows. So I don't know why that javelin player is chucking javelins into those troops, because, well, they're sitting on a supply point and they're going to heal straight back. And it's not like they're going to get their javelins back, is it? They should have just made a shield wall for the pikes, but that's life. Hopefully our stalwart player here, he or she has made the right call and pushed in while they were distracted by taking treb impacts. So that's going to give us the advantage, and I can see our teammate is moving around the right flank, so we'll push the left flank and keep those stalwarts in the middle. We are now capturing C because we've got a lot of pressure on the supply point. They put too many people across here. We'll see how that works out for us. Just need some space between us and the berserkers to finish them off. There we go. And we'll just keep this left corridor closed. Haha! Oh, that's right. As someone said in the comments in one of my videos today, I'm too used to seeing anything with a round shield and thinking, it's an easy victim. Of course, these are a little bit tougher now, Palace Guards. You may or may not have heard. If not, go and Google it. I won't waste your time by repeating it for the people who have heard it about 4,500 times already this week. But either way, as you can see, this person used them wrong. They're actually rather strong now, but you know, they're not stalwarts and paladins. I know a lot of people think that they're the new meta, but I don't know, man. I'm not a territory war player, so there might be some use in there for it. Oh no, I've overextended. Paid for it with my life. Oh, excuse me. And of course, with all the pressure we've put on and the heroes that we've killed, our team are able to push fully onto the C point. And looking at the map there, they should completely overrun that at this point. Well done to our team. Great play there. Whoever noticed that that we were pushing on supply also pushed C. Great, fantastic team play. When we load in again, I don't know if we're going to be facing more cav or whether we're going to go straight to final. I might bring in the gunners again. A lot of mess going on over here. Either way, when we spawn, we're going to spawn in behind the C point because we've captured that now. And so I think guns at this point, with lots of people around, would be fine. I mean, even if I lose them, they're only green tier unit, right? Although they are not a bad green tier unit when they're all leveled up. Again, for all you new players, this is a unit that you can get fairly easily, the Ironcap Gunners. They don't normally look like this. You can see in the bottom left of the screen, Elite Ironcap Gunners, that's what they normally look like, with that head cloth. These have got the Golden Sun mercenary attire on them. So we're just going to push in. One of the unfortunate things about the Ironcap Gunners is that they're slow to aim. They shoot okay, they reload okay, but they're quite slow to aim. And that's the same whether or not you use the one ability. So I tend to just keep them in this open V formation, and the reason I do that is because it's much harder for a hero to jump into the middle of the unit and kill lots of them. They have to sort of roll up the flank of the unit rather than just jump into the middle of it and do a spin to win. So let's have a look over here. Who's our next victim? Oh look, delicious tier 4 cavalry. Oh look at us, we're helpless. Helpless ranged unit. Oh no. Not so helpless. Here we go, there's some more cavalry dead. Man, we're killing a lot of cavalry in this game. Go away, you filthy maw. Shoot him. Here we go. So that was a good play. Wiped out a tier 4 cav unit. Uh oh. My ult's not up, but we'll still shoot some of them. We're going to lose another couple of gunners though. But again, if we lose a couple of gunners and we killed 3 or 4 of the tier 4 cavalry, I'm happy with that, man. That's green tier gunner unit. It looks like we're going to take this. The typical Falconetti firing onto the point here. If you are on the attacking team and you have the ability, it's often good just to overrun that supply point where that short bow's going up now, just to kill those gunners, because they do take a heavy toll on your units. Speaking of taking a heavy toll on our units, we're going to have to do something about these guys. If no one else does, we will. Oh well, somebody else has, and we'll leave them to it because I'm going to get charged in the back by Azaps. Golden rule, of course, is if there's no good reason to die, don't die. Go away, spear. Toothpick warrior. See those gunners on the right there? I predicted they'd be there at the start of the game. Oh, go away, Mr. Spear. You're not going to kill me. Alright, so stalwart time. Big meaty shield wall with big pointy sticks. Although looking at it, we're quite overrunning the supply point. I might not get back there. Not the supply point, the end point. Oh, we got an assist in absentia. And of course, Butty stalwarts. Whoops, I just want a fresh horse because my horse is nearly dead. This is the ducal armor set for your horse. Oh well, I'll take it. A victory's a victory. And not too bad either. ST117, cool leaf blade crown. Not too bad, 25 kills for the Ironcap Arquebusiers, 145 green tier leadership unit, and most of those were cavalry. Well, at least half of those were cavalry, let's say. Not a huge damage numbers game, but the game was over fairly quickly. Enemy leader. Wow, look at that. That just goes to show how quick the game was. So, how did we do? Overall, we did pretty well. We got maybe nearly 50% more kills than they did. Or, well, is it? Yeah, nearly. And we got another 50% more troop kills than they did. And, of course, they shot their bolt with the cavalry really early on. We managed to, kill quite a lot of cavalry relative to the other amount of troops that we killed. So overall, pretty great. Ironcap gunners died doing what they love, killing cavalry, and the Fortebraccio pikes down at the supply point also died for a good cause, putting massive pressure on that supply point and pulling heroes away from the sea where our team managed to capture it. All in all, a really good game. Oh well, I hope you learned something new, or you just enjoyed the battle. Thanks for coming to my channel.